Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, JackXOX here, and today's video is going to be something very special, new for my channel, new for everyone. As you can see by the title, today we are going to be doing a conspiracy theory video. Now today, as you can see, we are talking about the 9/11 conspiracy theory. Now just a disclaimer, all of these are just theories. None of these actually have been proved. They're just theories, so I don't want no one coming after me. They're just theories, fun things, just theories that you can actually believe or not. And it could have actually happened. I'm charging my camera while I'm filming. So, on September 11th, 2001, two planes crashed into a World Trade Center. 9/11 changed everyone's lives. We believe our government, but the truth is that our government is corrupted. They tried to cover up any mistakes that they have made.
World Trade Center towers came down in approximately 10 seconds. Seismic data from Columbia University puts the North Tower collapse at about 8 seconds and the South Tower at approximately 10. Lynn Simpson, a survivor from the 89th floor of the North Tower, describes the site.
And I saw the Trade Center literally collapse in upon itself floor by floor by floor, and it took seconds for it to happen. It was a massive building, and it just pancaked.
10 seconds. These are 110-story buildings coming to Earth at free fall speed, the rate at which an object drops through air. The lower floors would need to give way completely as the floors above them fell. We are watching a demolition moving faster than gravity itself, a building bursting into powder from top to bottom.
Months before the attack, the government had full awareness that terrorists are thinking about using planes as weapons. Now that's kind of pretty odd. Why would they ignore that when, like, hello, our world, like, you better listen when someone tells you something. The Bush administration was warned 7 times that there was going to be an attack, but the Bush administration ignored the warnings. Larry Silverstein, he was the owner of the World Trade Centers. Weeks before the attack, he took out a $3.2 billion lease from the World Trade Center instead of insurance policy. He would have made $7 billion from insurance when the planes hit. At 8:46 a.m., the first plane hit the World Trade Center. And you might be wondering, where was the president at this time? Where was the president during of this attack? He was at a school in Florida, okay, reading a book to the kids for the day. But you guys are probably smart enough to know, if the whole country was under attack, they would hide the president. Do you think they hide the president? No. They didn't take him to a secret place or anything. He stayed at that school and read a book to the kids. The one person in the whole entire world publicly announced that he was going to be at that school this day. And he just stayed there and read a children's book, but he decided to stay there and make the announcement that our country was under attack.
Has just collapsed, as if a demolition team set off. When you see the old demolitions of these old buildings, it folded down on itself, and it is not there anymore.
That should be it.
It
Thanks
has
very much,
completely
Dan.
collapsed.
The whole side has collapsed?
The whole building has collapsed.
The whole building has collapsed?
The building has collapsed.
That's the southern tower you're talking
Exactly.
about.
Tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country.
The craziest thing about these towers, they were actually built to withstand a plane crashing into them. The buildings were specifically reinforced to stand 1 or even 2 planes crashing into them.
Eric Hufschmid, author of the book Painful Questions, is a metal-cutting software engineer.
The floors of the World Trade Center towers were three-dimensional mesh of steel beams. You have to keep in mind now the floor is about an acre in size. There are thousands of joints all over it. In order for the floor to fall down, thousands of joints would have to break simultaneously. And then if you look at the speed at which this came down, less than 10 seconds, you blink your eye and thousands of joints just popped somehow. The only way you can explain that is with explosives. They had to have had explosives placed all over the floors at the primary joints. And then that would explain how all of the joints broke at such a rapid rate. The debris was crashing from one floor to the next. Debris cannot crash through steel and concrete floors as fast as it falls through the air. And there was no slowing. Explosives had to be breaking the joints ahead of the falling rubble, which is why the top half starts off collapsing slowly and then it starts picking up speed.
The way these buildings came down, that can be easily explained by the use of explosives. And not a single one of them can be explained without the use of explosives. So the fact that they came down at virtually free fall speed, that there was molten metal under the buildings. Molten metal needs temperatures far exceeding what fire can reach. Furthermore, the buildings came straight down. That's the whole purpose of controlled demolition of the type that we call implosion. There are only a few companies in the world qualified to do it. So the idea that somehow a plane hitting a building plus a fire would cause that building to come straight down. We're talking about over 300 steel columns, 47 core columns, over 200 columns around the perimeter. For the building to come down in a symmetrical way, so the building comes down as you see in the videos, all of those steel columns had to collapse simultaneously. For that to have occurred because of random fires throughout the buildings would be an absolute miracle. Furthermore, there are literally dozens of witnesses who report hearing explosions going off in the tower.
Okay, so as you guys know, there are 4 planes in this attack. 2 hit the World Trade Center, and 1 was heading for Washington, D.C. Their plane hit the Pentagon. Okay, so it did not make it to Washington, D.C., but people thought it was going to Washington, D.C. to hit the White House. The 3rd plane hit the Pentagon just outside Washington, D.C., and the 4th plane crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. That hit the Pentagon. Wouldn't they have shut it down if they knew that the country was under attack and it was coming straight at them, or it was coming straight at the White House? Obviously, everyone should know. Why wouldn't they have shot it down if it was coming so close to, like, a federal building? Like, a big building that, involves the government into it. Why wouldn't they have shot it? So many people out there believe that there were bombs in the building. There were tests done, of some of the rubble, and many scientists had discovered TNT in it, and in the dust samples are around it. So basically scientists found TNT samples like around the dust, debris, and that stuff, because they did tests on it. They could determine what made it. As massive these buildings were, and the amount of steel, it should have never fallen down. And in the one video, it said that thousands of joints had to break in for it to fall down at once. And it's kind of funny that it came crashing down like a controlled demolition. Now let's get started with the Pentagon. I reviewed the Pentagon a little bit more about the plane crashing into it. The wingspan.
Martian approach. Hey, this is Dulles Approach Control. We're tracking a fast-moving primary heading towards the White House. The White House has been advised.
All right, I'll tell him.
Change.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep you advised.
Thank you very much.
234-020, ground.
your tower. Did you see that? Hello? Crystal City, just north of Crystal City.
Just to the north of your tower. Just
Give that. Yeah, stop all departures.
Stop all.
Yeah, went in the Pentagon. Looks like it went in the Pentagon.
Okay, we have a report.
Rescue engine 335, Roger.
Rescue engine 335.
You aware of the explosion?
Yes, we're aware of the explosion. We heard that it was a plane down. Can you confirm?
We're not positive, but we are responding from supposedly in the area of the 14th Street Bridge.
Engine 101, did it crash over in the area of the Pentagon? Is that correct?
The wingspan of the plane that hit the Pentagon was 28 meters long. The hole that was in the Pentagon was only 5 meters. Now, I'm pretty sure this is kind of true. I'm not that positive. I did research, but sometimes research can lie, but you never know. And if something was coming towards the Pentagon when they shone it out of the sky, knowing that the country was under attack, I mentioned this before. Why wouldn't they shone it out of the sky if they knew the first plane hit the tower? They were under attack now. Now let's talk about the plane that hit the ground. Tons of people made phone calls home calling themselves by the full name. Would you call your family and say, hi, give you an example, hi, this is James Donald Buckcliffe? No, you would not say your whole entire name. That would be kind of like weird. Is that the plane didn't crash, it was safely landed and somewhere, and they were being kept somewhere. The actual impact site that left nothing, just a big hole in the ground and only tiny bits of debris. If a big plane hit the ground, there would be debris, like lots of debris. It cannot just go smack down and disintegrate into nothing. It would have left pieces. If you've seen plane crashes in a movie, you don't see it disintegrate like that, like whoosh, blown out of the sky, nothing left, goodbye. No, there would have been pieces of the plane left, not tiny debris, not like shoes or anything. There would be big chunks of the plane left. There will be no reason that a plane can fall down out of the sky and hit the ground and disintegrate out of nothing. Out of midair. No, I don't think that can happen. Yeah. Like I said, these are just all theories. This gives you something to look into more. Go find your evidence if you want to look into some more of this story. I believe most of these theories. I believe most of them, because our government now these days, can we trust them? I don't think we can anymore. They hide stuff from us, trying to keep us all safe, but we're actually not safe. Do you believe any theories? Tell me some of your theories that you have down in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't. And like I said, if you want to see more videos like this of conspiracy theories, let me know down in the comments too, and tell me your stories, what you think happened during 9/11, or your conspiracy theories, or if you believe any of these theories. I'll see y'all later. Make sure you do subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and remember, be kind to one another. Jack X.